Are you serious? Are you serious? Well, folks, we got a terrible situation developing in India. 64 people are dead at an India hospital because they've run out of oxygen. No oxygen. Matter of fact, at least 64 children have died over the last 6 days at a government hospital in northern India after they suffered oxygen shortages. Authorities have launched an inquiry into the cases of the oxygen disruption, but denied reports it had caused the deaths at the hospital. Matter of fact, India media says 30 children died on Thursday and Friday because of lack of oxygen on the wards. Suppliers' bills had allegedly not been paid. 60 patients have died. It's now 64 at the hospital in the last 5 days, but we don't think it's linked to reports of oxygen shortage. But State Health Minister Siddharth Sanghi announced later that 4 more people had died today, taking the death toll to 64. And Singhi denied that any of the deaths were linked to oxygen shortage. 23 children died Thursday, with another 7 on Friday, according to the reports. And with 64 dead in the last few days, all hell has broke loose. The Hindustan Times newspaper described the chaotic scene at the hospital as oxygen supply was disrupted, even as 90 jumbo oxygen cylinders were pressed into service to maintain the supply. The hospital ran out of oxygen around 1 a.m. It's a sad scene in northern India at this hospital as children are dying. It's a massacre from the lack of oxygen and medical supplies. This is a terrible story. Please pray for the people of India. And I said today, I preached a funeral today from a man from India, and just how he had come to the Gurney, Illinois conference and how God had moved so mightily. Matter of fact, I even called this man, his whole family, out of the crowd to pray for them and to anoint them. I did not know who they were. And so he died over the weekend. He died this week, and I preached his funeral today. But I can tell you that the need in India is great. I've been there, and I've preached a crusade there, and I've preached in little villages all over the jungles of Orissa, and the need is tremendous. I was in Mumbai, and I was in New Delhi, and I was in Calcutta, and I've seen the suffering and the carnage and the pain of the dying in the streets of Calcutta. And I can tell you, we need to pray for the people of India. They're beautiful people, and there's a great move of God there. So please pray for the people of India. Are you serious? Kim Jong-un! Kim Jong-un! Don't go Kim Jong-boom on us! But North Korea took its turn again today, in the country's escalating back and forth with President Donald J. Trump, with the state-run newspaper saying that Kim Jong-un, the Revolutionary Army, is capable of fighting any war with the United States if they want to. Matter of fact, the assertion was made in an editorial that also states that the North Korean army is now on standby to launch fire into the mainland, waiting for an order of a final attack. The editorial also argues the United States, quote, finds itself in an ever-worsening dilemma, being thrown into the grip of extreme security unrest by North Korea. This is a tragic comedy of its own making. If Trump administration does not want the American empire to meet its tragic doom in the future, they had better talk and act properly. Kim Jong-un calling it a Kim Jong doom?